We are going to start creating groups in our Active Directory. So we've already created our organizational unit. You can see we've created different organizational units. So if you don't know how to create organizational unit, you can create it manually or you can use PowerShell script. So you can see that in our previous video. But right now we want to create groups. So what we are going to do is the following. We are going to create different groups. You can see in our organizational unit, we can also actually create groups in this unit. For example, I can create a group in computers, in finance, in help desk. We are going to be using a .csv file. So if I go to File Explorer, and here you can see I have a group .csv which I created. I'm going to open this with Notepad. So if you have Office installed on your device, you can use Excel to open .csv file, but if you don't have it, you can always use Notepad. Here you can see the following that has been created. We have a name, we have the account name, the SAM account name, we have the scope, we have the category, and we have the organizational unit where the group will be placed. And you can see the group name. We have the SAM account name. The global is going to be scope, is going to be global. We also have global universal, we have security, and we have distribution list, which will be used for mail group. And then we have a PowerShell, simple PowerShell script, which we are going to use. So we have a group name. So we're going to import, use the import CSV command. So we're going to be importing it from this location. And then we're going to be saying that for each, we're going to use the for loop, group in groups, and then we're going to do the new add command. And then here you can see the name, which is actually correspond to this name, same account. We have the scope and category and so you can see that all the name, same account, group scope, group category part are all dots. You can see we are linking it back again to all the following. So right now, let's try and see if it's going to work. So you just need to run this command, and here we go. You can see I didn't receive any error message, which means everything goes as planned. Now let's try to see in which group did we created it. We create HR users. So let me go to HR and see. We already have it there. I think we also have in IT. We also have the IT admins. We also have sales. I think we also have let's see, the IT help desk. Let me do a refresh. Oh, here we go. We have the IT help desk. So you can actually do a refresh here. Then, if we can see, we have on the help desk, HR, IT. Don't have marketing. So here we can also create. We have the IT admins. We can also create a security group. For example, we can say it's going to be a global security. I can actually call this. Let me just call this marketing group. So I can just call this marketing group, and here we go. We have the marketing group. So right now, if I go to IT, here we have the IT admin, and you can see the member at this moment, the member is empty. So I can add, for example, I can say I want to add my name to that group, and then just hit OK. So now I'm a member of this group. So it is actually a best practice. For example, if you want to grant access to a user, it is not actually it's not a best practice to grant access to a specific user. So it is best practice to grant access to a security group. Do you know why? Because if you grant access to a group and you want to actually remove that user from that group, it's actually very, very easy. So you just need to remove that user from this group. Because if you are going to add a user to it, just add, for example, grant access to a specific user, and you are doing it for each user. So you now start searching for that user and then going to remove that user from that group. Of course, so which means, but creating a group is more easier than if you want to grant access to a user, you just use that group you created. And then you can add multiple users to that group. And again, there are PowerShell script which you can also use to add multiple users to a specific group. If you have more than one user, if you just one, you can do it manually. But if you have more than one users, you can always add these users to this group. So what we're going to be doing next is create users. We're going to be seeing how to create users manually and also how to use PowerShell script to create multiple users at the same time and add them to the various different organizational unit we've created, and also you can also add users to group automatically using PowerShell script.